Okay, we're here. Ooh. Oh, local sun. Oh, we need it off for a start. That's Queensville, not that's Chance Haven. Bizarre. There we go. It's fine. Where's my text? Oh, text on your Okay. No, text is not on. Why is that? It's a bit bizarre. Text is not there. Well, screw the text. We don't need text anyway from it. Hello, guys. Welcome to Queensville for another afternoon of chat and things going on. Right. So just to let you know, guys, today's stream may be interrupted because I'm expecting a phone call in about half an hour or whenever things get sorted out. Hopefully today. Oh my God, what a week! What a week we've had! What a week! It's been a week of just, well, from my point of view, I've had a good week this week actually, and it's been fine. So we'll get you guys on today, have a chat with you guys. One thing you may wonder, yeah, unfortunately our guest couldn't arrive today. She was out, unfortunately. She's been busy with the baby today. So the next stream we're going to plan will be next week now. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I know today you're all we were wondering if Jodie and Jade were coming today, but fortunately that's not the case. No, they will be coming next week now. We couldn't get them in. There's just so many things going on with their lives and things they do, you know. So this afternoon, just going to give you an album update, studio update, basically what's been going on. Things are fine. We've nearly finished the album actually now. We've only got 2 tracks to record. She was going to try and come today and do them. Unfortunately, it's not thingy yet. So I'm going to discuss about the album and everything else in this part first. John's joined us. Hello, John. Good to see you, mate. For another day of Queensville. He says, is the CD out? Right, I need to discuss something about the CD, guys. The CD release of Jade's album is now coming out, and this is the official date we're giving it now. You guys were thinking it's the 11th. It was supposed to be the 11th. Unfortunately, it isn't. The next 2 weeks we've got solidly booked. We are booked solid next 2 weeks time. So I can't give an official date yet of this album. I mean, it was supposed to be out next week, but I don't have my supplies. My supplies have not arrived yet, and I'm still waiting for the supplies. Damn it. So, just to let you know, guys, that the CD is coming out. It's just, we've had a little glitch. We just had a little glitch last week, and we trying to resolve things, and I need to take this phone call. 2 seconds. Sorry about that, guys. I had to take a phone call, and that was important, by the way. And it's something that I can't discuss, and it won't be discussed today. Okay, guys. Right. Back to what I was saying before. What I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to... Yeah, I'm just going to go. Right. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm back now. Right. So, album release, yeah. As you wondered, Jade couldn't come today, and Jody couldn't come today. They just got busy things going on at the moment. Schedule was a bit difficult this weekend. Next weekend, they will definitely be here, guys, and there'll be a Q&A session will happen next week, I promise. So the album release now. The album is it is scheduled to come out, but we had a glitch with the album. We well, apparently this is what I've been told. We have submitted the song "No One But You" to the Queen Productions people. Okay, we sent it to them. We forwarded it to Brian May. We forwarded it to Tilly Beach, who is the wife of Jim Beach. And we have received an email back from her, and we have forwarded it now to Sony Music in London to find out if we could put it on the album, because she did a smashing job of it, actually. And this was recorded like 2 years ago, and we're putting this on as a bonus track for the album as well for that. So these are the plans we're doing now. We're going to finish Jade's album off this next week now, only for 1 day. After that, the album's complete. We've changed the track listing a bit on it. There's a couple of tracks that are not going to make it. There was like 5 tracks that couldn't go on the album because she couldn't sing them in the ranges, and the voice had gone really bad as well on Tuesday. But she built it out though. She built it out very well with Tonight and the rest of the songs. But I feel that album has been a phenomenal album I've ever produced. But it's out. It will be out. It hopefully will be out. That first release will be out the week that we go to Durham, because we're shooting the video for Burn on the Tuesday, on the 26th of June, and then we're going location scouting next Thursday, and then next Tuesday we've got rehearsals. We're waiting for this email coming back from Sony Entertainment Limited in London, just to see if we can if we're okay just using the song, because we really want to use it. And we've got 2 tracks to record next week. We've also changed track listing now. We're actually putting the live on now as well on the CD. Originally it was for another artist. Unfortunately, one of our artists departed yesterday. So that's now been rescheduled. So it should be out, hopefully. Fingers crossed it should be out by the 25th. The 25th of June is what we're really trying to get out. Once we get that out, the album out, the video for Burn will be uploaded onto YouTube the next day, which will be filming it on the 26th, and we're getting the footage back. I'll be getting the footage back, editing the footage on the Wednesday, and then by the Wednesday it should be out on YouTube and it'll be ready. We're actually filming 3 videos actually. We've also had a decision also, because the song that we really wanted to get out, that we were trying to do, we couldn't. But we changed one song now, which is now going to be Break Me, the song by Charade that was released in 1984 on Passion Records. And we are very happy that we can release it, because there's never been a video made for it. It was always just a song that was written by Nigel Stock. Very happy to say, I think we are going to be able to release that as a video, but not as a single. It'll be a one-off cover that we're going to do for it anyway. Apart from that though, guys, the album has been going really well. So if you heard some of the preview tracks we did on yesterday on the trailer, on the teaser trailer album, then basically you guys can purchase it, and you guys can do what you want with it, stream it, whatever. Well, not like legally, but make sure you got the rights to me first, because you've got to pay for them first, haven't you? Yeah. The website is getting launched the week that the CD's out actually, and you can buy it for a £5, limited edition version. Vinyl edition will be released, I think, the following week. I think it is when Diggers Factory picks it up. The following week they'll release it the following week as well, and they'll also have pre-orders are going to start from probably the Saturday. If you are pre-ordering the CD on Saturday, you'll get it on the Monday, and if you order it on the Monday, you'll get it on the Wednesday. So that's in time as well. And the promotion material starts on tomorrow, actually. I was supposed to do it last week, but I got screwed on me for. But the promotion material that you're going to get with this CD is going to be crammed. It's going to be a big, big file. So expect a lot of stuff coming up from it. But yeah, but apologies, guys. They weren't here today. But we'll just quickly say that we will have them next week. Fingers crossed we will. We promise we will. We will. So today's general chat today is basically just normal chat. The song is from Charade. It is from Charade. It is. The original is from, yes, it is by Charade. But no, not that one with Michael Borman. No, I don't think so. No. You're thinking that the new. No, it's 1984. Break Me, Charade featuring Norma Lewis. It's Norma Lewis. That's the one. I think you're getting confused with one of the things anyway. No, it's the one with Norma Lewis on it, and we've recorded a great gothic version of it, and we've had a great idea to do it at a church, inside a church, and film it in a great setting for it and everything else. The video for Burn is going to be the best video we're ever going to film there. We're filming it in Durham Graveyard, Durham Cathedral, which is basically northeast, and we're filming it on the 26th, and I'm really going to have a ball filming that video. It's going to be great. I'm going to be giving directions as well with the cameras and stuff and everything else. Our filmmaker, our director, is actually going to be Emmeline. Emmeline is just phenomenal at direction, cultural arts, outstanding work she does on that. Absolute phenomenal stuff, and she's really very clever with visualizations and visuals, and wow, what an artistry. Fantastic. And she's directing the video of Burn, and she's directing the video of Break Me as well. And we've got a great idea to do Break Me. It's going to be awesome. First time ever that song will be out on YouTube, but professionally done as well with the video on it. It's going to be so cool. But no, that's the other Charade you're thinking of anyway from it. Yeah, it's fine. Devin's been on a walk today, but she's okay. So she's good. She's good. So if you have watched last week's show, told you that I had some news to tell you that one of our artists is back, which is wonderful, and we had the cover art done by Michael, and he's going to work on the back sleeve for Dead Inside. So Dead Inside is still getting in the works. It's still going to be on production now, and it's just going to work out great. So it's really good stuff. It's good stuff indeed. So looking forward to a good week as well from it. I missed all but the last few minutes of the show. So now I want to say about my YouTube channel got disabled. Yes, yeah, the last few minutes of the show. But I think I was talking about when my YouTube account got disabled 1 week, and that was a nightmare. That was a nightmare. Can't believe that I deleted my first account and then I deleted all of this and it went, no, Queen's was deleted. But very luckily that Google has a backup now where you can back up your account and then it's saved. All the videos are saved for a fine. If you guys want to chat to me about next projects coming out, CD releases, productions I'm doing, video shoots I'm doing, chat to me about that today if you want to, or anything you want. Music will be good. Because John always has his music talk, you see, all the time. So it's even going to be good as well. Anyway, so not a lot to say about the movie at the minute. The Queen movie's still in production, but it's not had a it's not. I think that this Queen movie business it's good. They're doing the right things for the film to be produced, which is wonderful. But you get the funny feeling that you literally want to try and be as friendly as anyway. And last week, this week Jade was in the studio for a couple of days, and she really looked at that trailer and she said that it doesn't look like Freddie Mercury, but it's going to be a hell of a good film when it comes out. And I said, yeah, it'll work out well. Well, the only thing is that how can they replicate the original and what they're trying to do and everything else and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, we'll, and because I think what puts people off is just the way he expresses himself with that persona on his stage. Maybe it's just, maybe it's me, but I mean, I think that after so much that I've looked into this movie, people have told me, they said, go and see it. I'm going to go and see it. I actually think it will work very well indeed. It will work very well indeed for it. And if the movie is a success, and it literally will be there, and literally it should be really good. So the movie will be pretty much. But if it's going to be good, I hope there's going to be a second one out. Show must go on. It's going to be a second one. Next CD I'm looking forward to is the Kiss and Dynamite CD. I've heard. Do you know what? Do you know? Actually, here's the thing. I was back listening to hardradio.com this week. Oh my god, there's so much good material coming out. I heard that song by Crazy Licks and Wild Child, and very similar. Sounds really, really, really similar to Motley Crue or Poison, I think they are. But there's a new project coming out, right, from the Wet Guys, but under a different name called Ground Force. Sounds bloody good. They've got the guy from the lead singer from FM, Steve Overland. They've got the bassist Robert Soul, and they've got somebody else as well to do it. And apparently it's a new band they're putting together, and this is another brilliant thing that Serafino's going to do. And I hope that it's produced by Steve Overland, who's going to do this anyway. I also heard that brand new song from Joey Gorelli and Dean Castronovo. That song is amazing. That is one of the, I think it's called Tonight or something. It's called not the version that we got on our album, but it's fucking awesome song that came out from there. Just an absolute gem of a song. Absolute gem of a song. Really, really, really good. And like I say, if you ever get a chance, to listen to that video, watch the video. It was amazing. I think it was staged, so the first part of it was staged. I know it was anyway. But yeah, it's a really awesome. Yeah, Triple X Triple I is a cool Friday the 13th song. It's brilliant. That song, really good. I have to say that I think they just sound very similar to Motley Crue, to be honest, but they're very good band actually, very good band indeed. Even the Bigfoot album. As I said, I haven't done any downloads for ages, guys. I've been rating away. But I've got a dev tomorrow though. I've had a couple of days off actually for doing this project because since Jake couldn't come. Because otherwise I should be having a cold and everything for the baby and everything else. So literally, they're a good band. Not like Paulie and he's hey, what's that? Yeah, it's me. It's like fade up, stupid. Yeah. Like Paulie's just nuts. Yeah. He's got another album coming out. I know, but he better not make up bloody the same EPK footage he did with that other one he did. That was bloody awful he did with that one. Just really, really naff things. In the world of everything, it's just Paulie and he's it's like, you're with me. And he said, when he sent that video, I hope you're at home. And it's like, mate, you've lost the plot. It's like, he's in the studio and he says, I hope you're at home watching some of your PCE. And it's like, and I thought, he's like talking to his wife. Hope you're at home watching this PC. Hey, and we're back. He says, right, idiot. And the album, I actually listened to the album, you know, and it was a load of crap. It was a load of crap. It was just so terrible. It was a terrible album, actually. Beyond the Fade is just a beyond the crap fade. Anyway, awful album you ever made. Bloody awful. Yeah. Work of Art's got a new album coming out this year, which is good. Jeff Scott Soto's going to be relaunching back the Soto project again, the Soto band. So that's coming out. And but I think when he re-signed with Frontiers, I think Frontiers are going to give him a chance this time and go, your band's going to come on our label and we're going to do the work for you. Well, you know, Frontiers is great anyway from it. And that's another thing as well. The album, by the way, this album, we also are going to send this to Brian May as well, would you believe? Aha, I've got to get his address though. But I'd like to send this to Brian May just to say, look mate, listen to this, you'll enjoy it. And even with Frontiers Records in Italy, we're sending all our albums to them. Because you never know. You never know what's going to happen. Oh yeah, another thing that happened this week as well. Did anybody see that Friends trailer? I've got a lot to say. Oh, I mean, I was a massive fan of the Friends show. Did anybody see the trailer for it? Confess is another good band. They did a cover song. Yeah, I heard that actually. That Confess band. That was bloody good. I didn't know they were going to do it in that style, but I was like, oh my god, Tina Turner, eat your heart out. Very good. Not a fan of Friends. Well, if you're not a fan of Friends, anyway. I'll just say that you remember that trailer that they made, that fake trailer. Yeah, it was a fake trailer apparently. Everybody was going on YouTube and going, "Oh my God, Friends is coming back!" You lot Americans stop that thing anyway. And it's not true. It's not true. It's no way. No, it's not true. There's not. That was only a fake trailer from Warner Brothers. Well, they're all on the set just saying, "Hi, hey, hey," and everything else. Saying how they were living in different homes and stuff. No, it was just a trailer, made up trailer with. Oh, and all the guys came back, but obviously it's a fake trailer for us. So there you are. So yeah, it's been a good week so far. Been a very good week actually. There's stuff I'd like to talk about, but I can't. These things are just private moments. We have to keep private. But I had a great look around YouTube this week, and we and Emlyn were talking about concert videos and shooting videos and stuff, and we just had a ball. The last Friday was just a brilliant week. We had a great time. Amazing stuff. Been watching Nashville Country Music TV show. One of our I'm not going to say one of my friends is a fan of that actually. She likes country music, and yeah, it's a not a bad show, that one. Not a bad show. It's not music I'd listen to, but it's kind of a feel of where do we go with that, and what do we do with it? It's just basic. I think what basically must be is it might be some sort of you see, writing the music that I write is more AOR 80s feel thing, you know, and stuff like Madness Days and everything, you know. And that's the feel that I like to write really for it and stuff. Although we haven't actually decided what we're going to release for Dead Inside yet. We don't know what we're going to do with it. But it's not out to like August anyway. It's another month away from it. Kind of used to show in the music business. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. As you all know, as I've previously said in the videos that I've done, UK music scene, not bothered about it. I can't be arsed with it. It's terrible. Terrible. I tell you what really did piss me off. Yesterday, I went to the Shack last night. I was doing it by myself. I was on the door. Rock and roll music was great. Went upstairs to hear the guys rehearsing for their tracks and stuff. And oh my God, what was that song they did? Oh, it was fucking terrible. That's why music business is so bad. They were screwing artists and like things like that. Yeah, you see that. You see that's the manager side of stuff. That's the label's fucking about. I mean, mine basically when I started this up, my idea was basically no management contract, just a basic royalties agreement, and just get paid as well to what you do. That's it really. So they've also got a concept where they'll go, have that, have this, do that. And with me, it's that's their side. My side's not like that at all. We just have meetings, talk about things, and ideas come around how you can finance the business and how you can make profit as well. I have been trying so hard to try and do profit margins on my PC, and I tell you what, if anybody out there wants to work with me on profit margins, please be my guest, because I have got no idea how to do it on bloody Word or something anyway. Because I've got like the whole Office 360 one. It's not the new one. I've got the old one. I've got, but the new one they brought out. Apparently, you can do like profit margins and stuff, and what you can do with it. But I just don't know how to do it. But tomorrow I'm taking a day off. I'm going to hopefully get that all sorted out tomorrow if it goes ahead anyway. So we'll see. Just general chat today, guys. Normal chat today. Just anything you want to talk about. Nothing particular on Queen, really. It's like talk about Queen. It's like, I like to talk about Queen. I mean, don't get it wrong. I love Queen so much. But like I say, just as it is anyway from it. 2 seconds. Alright guys, I need to take a break. I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen on a special bloody Queensville. I'm going to disappear for just about 5 minutes. I will be back with you guys soon. Until then, if you want to keep getting questions in, I will keep the camera on. I'll just mute the microphone, and we'll see you guys in 5 minutes. I'll not be long. I promise. It's live. Right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm just trying to get everything sorted out, literally getting disruptions all the time, so I do apologise for that. Anyway, go back anyway. Oh man. Oh, I know 44 minutes of streaming and literally I haven't talked about anything yet. Right. So questions, guys. Any questions you want today would be nice. I'm just gonna go to the live chat now. Okay. Right, we're on live chat now. Okay, go back. Right. Let's warm up there. So it was raining as well, actually. There was a fire over there apparently this afternoon. That's pretty bizarre. Okay. Devin's downstairs. Oh, geez, yeah, so we're saying about the I can't remember what I was saying while I had to go down there. 2 minutes down there. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of these shows. You know, these American shows of X Factor and Americans Got Talent and all that shit going on. It's all fake anyway. They know the answers to it. Just took a listen to Grelly Casanova. Yeah, a very good song video. Great video that is. A really amazing song, that. Very good song. Frontiers is just doing things that Serafino's got these great ideas in his mind, and he thinks, I know what I'll do. Let's put him together. Let's put that together. Let's do 3 combinations. Let's do that. We did with Jeff Scott Soto and Soul Circus, and let's do what we did with Jimmy Jameson and the other guy, his last album he ever produced. And yeah, Jimmy Jameson was a great singer. Best album he ever brought out was that solo album he brought out with the Eclipse guys in it. In fact, it was weird because that album, Never Too Late, was supposed to be Jimmy Jameson and Eclipse, but the label said, well, they've written all the songs for you. We're going to give you that persona. But I think Eric said, I don't think I want to put on Eclipse. It's not Eclipse. It's not an Eclipse. It is an Eclipse feel to it, but it's not an Eclipse thing. So they said Jimmy Jameson, Never Too Late on it. And love that song, Wildest Dreams. That's standard song. That is really good. Wildest Dreams is fantastic. If you hear that song, Wildest Dreams by Jimmy Jameson and Eclipse, it's a fucking amazing song. That it is so good. Because I say Eric Martinson is the maestro of the world. It's been 4 years. I knew that guy 4 years ago now to this day. And he is just seriously an absolute phenomenal guy. He really is a great talent for what he does. Really good. What do you think of the band Freedom Call? I heard a track from Freedom Call on Hot Radio this week. I don't know which one they played. Not bad. Not bad. Not like the Defiance song, the Defiance album, or Mr. Paulie, anyway. Yeah, not a bad band, actually. Yeah. All the Frontier stuff, as I said, Frontier Records, it's a phenomenal label. It's just outstanding stuff they do. Their catalogues from AOR rock, 80s feel, classic rock, metal. They've never done gothic though, which is unusual. Well, they should do that. Go into that brand of that. But when we deliver Burn to Frontiers, they're gonna go fucking nuts for us. They are. They're gonna go, that's what we want. This is our song. And it's like, no. And they'll be thinking, has Martinson produced that? It's like, no. Martinson not involved. We did send them up. We did send a copy to Eric Martinson, but I never heard back from him. Apparently he doesn't receive emails a lot. He doesn't use emails a lot really. He avoids his emails, especially in that interview. He said in the interview, I check my emails, but I don't reply back to them. It's just like, fine, mate. That's absolutely fine. Tell you what, I'm getting sick of. But speaking about emails, by the way, here's the thing. Right? Every time you get these emails from when you actually get when you get spam mails and you get these ridiculous ones that are fake and everything. You get the fake PayPal thing and the fake HMRC ones, and you get all these other ones. And I got one from supposed to be PayPal saying view your transactions now, and it wasn't even real. And I went to the link and I went blah 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 blah. All this text on it and stuff, and I went, that's not real. No, PayPal. It says we have a suspicious activity in your account. You may have been compromised or things like that. And it's like, I don't think so. So that's a bit. It's a bit. And yeah, especially then his little mind tricks. What bands do you think were most influenced by Queen? Good question, Nat. Good question. I think hang on. Yeah, well, 1 second. Yeah. Right. Okay, we're back. Right. Another question has just been received. What bands do you think were most influenced by Queen? Right. The bands I think influenced by Queen were Extreme-ish. There was a UK band apparently. Oh, the Darkness was anyway. Darkness, but they were a rip off of them anyway. The other was it? Yeah, there was Darkness, but I didn't like them. They were just taking the piss out of them, really. There's also SAS Band, because that is Spike's All Stars band. Cozy Powell, because he's got no Bruce Taylor drumming on it. Talisman, they were a huge influence on Queen, because they did 2 songs called Your Man and a song called Shall I Say Goodbye, which I have to say that is the best phenomenal Talisman song ever written. Never uploaded on YouTube, because apparently they didn't upload that song. But they were very good though. Jade's joined. Jade's unfortunately not with us today, guys, unfortunately. So you can ask questions to Jade if you want to, because she's here. There's a couple of Panic at the Disco songs that were influenced by Queen. Panic at the Disco was an alright band, but I thought they were kind of going in commercial sort of feel to it, and how they expressed it a bit more. Kind of think about it, but they were a good band. I mean, they were. There was a band that I listened to, and I don't like them at all. My dad actually got me to them. Scouting for Girls. Never heard the band before. I heard one track. I didn't like it. It was too. Oh, it's awful, awful song. But not a bad band. But I do like. I mean, one of the things that I think me and Jade did on this Secret Voice album, we just looked through variations of how we could have made this album great and stuff. I mean, we're working on a song called Breakdown at the minute, which is an original of mine, and she loved it. And she tried to sing it on the day, bless her, but she couldn't. Her voice had gone. Her voice had absolutely gone bad. Because her voice started cracking up and she was feeling nausea, and it was not a good time. But we're starting Breakdown, and then we've done a live. Live is what I definitely want to do next with you, and then possibly Getting Better, but I'm not sure about Getting Better now. Actually, I really want to leave that for someone else to do that song, because I don't want to. It's a masterpiece, that song anyway, but I don't know. But there's so many things we've got to still do anyway. But Jade's a huge fan of Gothic music. I mean, we've got another. We're actually, well, both of us are actually doing a Gothic album next. And this was an idea from myself, and I've played her I played her. This is what I did. This is what I did. He has to come up again. This. I played her all of this stuff to her. The Nigel Stock work, and I said this guy was a genius writer, and she's heard every single original track on this label, and the lyrics are just perfect. Best one we've ever recorded, well, that I'm proud of, is in here somewhere. Best one we've ever recorded is that song. Yes, Break Me. That's the original. It's never had a video shoot for it. Now we finally recorded it, and she loves it a bit. Absolutely loves that song. But this is what we're doing next. The Passion Gothic album. Oh, what a way to do it. We've actually got 11 tracks already in the bag. But the Break Me song, we are definitely doing a shoot for that. We definitely are. Because I think that is the best one we've ever recorded. And the mix isn't finished yet. Because it's still got to work out. But Break Me is 100% happening. Can't wait for it. I've not heard much Gothic. Some people say Nightwish is Gothic, and I do like some of it. Well, actually, there is a song that we are working on actually now with Jojo called "The Angels and the Witches," and I've done a bit like basically a bit like Nightwish, with the beginning being so with synths on it, and then I did the basic, and it sounds like brilliant. So that's really good. Nightwish is a decent band. If you want a Gothic feel, I would definitely recommend Evanescence. Evanescence is amazing. I think that's what Jade sounds like. She sounds like close to Amy Lee. She's got that the way you fix your state. When you hear Break Me, actually, if you go on the video from yesterday, Break Me, there's something like Break Me on that anyway, and that is the what we really want to do next. So that's a whole great idea to do it. It's just going to be all in the church and all. Oh, going to be when you fix your spirit, most part of me that lies within. And Nigel Stock's work is just incredible. And that will actually also be on the Gothic album as well. But we are really, really looking forward to doing that. Actually, there's a lot of songs that we are trying to do, but it depends on the keys that she can reach. Like especially with Who Knows What Evil, which is not a Nigel Stock original. That's from 1986 by Man to Man. The original was alright, but the way I've done it is much fucking Gothic. And then there's a song called I'm on Fire from Kenny Marie. And I did want to do it like the original, but it just sounded really naff. So we changed it to a Gothic feel for that one. And again, Nigel Stock writing it of it. Not a Passion release, but it was originally released on Calibri Records. Sounds really, really good. That's coming out. So we've got a lot of ideas to develop in the next year or so. Because after this one's released, November is when her next album comes out, and then by the time that Dead Inside comes out, which we're still trying to figure out what we're going to do with that album, Dead Inside will definitely be out. We've got the cover sorted out. We all we have to do now is just sort out the recording, vocals. We're very impressed with Mabba Days at the minute. Mabba Days, the completely mixed Mabba Days, which you've heard on the last 2 streams ago. That is so Brian May on that. You think it's Brian May playing on it? It's not. It's Andy Mack played on it. It's so good. Just a general chat today, guys. We're here till 5 o'clock. If you've got any questions, let me know. Will there still be bonus tracks for the first sold CDs? Yes, there will be. Yes, we will be issuing No One But You, which we are trying to sort out at the very minute. We're just waiting for an email back from the guys at Sony Music if they can let us do that anyway. And the red and blue acoustic version, I've put some nice tambourines in that, and I'm putting a shaker on that song as well for the acoustic version, which sounds really much better. But yes, but we'll be putting them on. The limited edition will have 2. The standard edition will have 1, which we are only going to issue the red and blue acoustic version on there as the bonus track. But we've been toying around a lot of ideas to put outtakes on it as well, which we were going to do, and I think we are going to do that. We're going to do the outtakes in there as well, so you can hear what happened, what the versions that you never heard, and I think that will be cool. No But You is probably one of the best songs I've ever done. It sounds brilliant, love. I tell you what, I heard it today, and it was amazing. It was so perfect. It was just wonderful. It just sounded. It was in a different key, but that was done when she was 19 years old, at a very young age. No outtakes, please. No, but we're going to put them as a hidden track though on the CD. Yes, but maybe, I don't know. No, I don't think so. No One But Outtakes. No, we won't put the outtakes. I don't know what we're going to put on it. But there will be a hidden track on there, which I don't know what to put on. So I don't know. Maybe something that we kind of will save for maybe a preview of a song that might come out. I don't know. Or maybe an altered version of Break Me we might do. I have no idea. That's up to me and Jake to sort that anyway. But we'll see. We've only got like another two tracks to finish, and then Burns got to have some little bits we've got to fix a little bit on it and stuff. But Burns sounds great now, so that'll be the cool. Album teaser sounds good, by the way. Yeah, the album teaser is pretty good. By the way, the versions you hear on that album teaser, they are not the completed mixes. By the way, they're the rough mixes. They're probably about. There's like 4 versions of Burn. There's 5 versions of the Red and Blue. Can't believe how many versions there's of the Red and Blue. There's like a version of Break Me that is the completed mix on that one. And then I was going to try and add the extra ones, but I thought, now keep it simple, fine. Secret Voice, that version's not actually the album version of Secret Voice. That's actually the second version before we did the re-recording of it on. The Secret Voice sounds brilliant. That's a really good album. Her favourite track she loves so much is the Red and Blue, because the Red and Blue is amazing, and Break Me as well. And she keeps saying to me, the Red and Blue is outstanding. And then there's a track we're trying to sort out with Geordie called Fallen, which we're hopefully we're going to try and record that one. We won't be. The only thing I don't want to do is go to a trap where you release a commercial song and everybody downloads it like crazy and they go, fantastic song. Like My Best Days was considered to be the single, but we don't know what to bring out. So I do want to bring everybody was just telling me like a few weeks ago saying, bring out My Best Days, because that song is amazing. I said, it's great. I says, yeah. But remember, if you fall into a trap, you get higher views, and after that, AdSense go. It's just madness. Red and Blue is a catchy chorus, whereas I just love the overall feel of Break Me. Well, that was weird how Break Me came out. The way that came around Break Me was I love the track of Bits, right? I loved it so much. I love the original of it. I had played the original, and she said it was great. The lyrics are so bloody intense. And I just thought, I'll do it like Evanescence. I'll do it like what she loves Evanescence so much. To have a sort of great piano feel, because I had loads of ideas for it, and I went, well, I'll program in the keyboard sequence in the Yamaha keyboard, and then overlay it with some jung. But actually, Chris came in at the last minute, and he says it sounds too bland. Where's I mean, you've got the cello parts in it, but he said, why don't you try putting in some very intense strings on it, and it would sound great. And that was Chris's idea, because I was live streaming at that time. And I said, that sounds great. I says, take your advice, mate. So I went in the track. Then I did the first 2 mixes of it. The first mix was fine. The second mix was better. And then the third mix now I've done with Jade's vocal on it. That's the proper mix we've done it. We didn't want to go overboard with putting backing vocals on and stuff. We wanted to make it really straight. Just make it a straight mix. Don't put like break me. We're trying all these different areas to try and figure out what vocals were going to work on it, and it was difficult. So we wanted to try it going very dark, and I said to her, let's do the choruses. We'll just do very quiet in the chorus, and at the end it goes really loud, and it's back into the vocals. And we had a great time doing that. It was amazing. She really got into it a lot. Actually, she was deeply into that song, and that's how Break Me was done. I mean, it took like an hour to do, really, something that long actually. There's not much bass on that song, because it didn't work with the bass in it. It's actually better when you put in strings in it, but no bass in that at all. That song, because the bass didn't work at all in it. But I didn't want to do it like the original bass on the song. Do you have any recording footage? No, I don't, unfortunately. At the time, I was trying to do some recording, but OBS and my hard drive goes pathetic. It conflicts a lot, really, for us. No, unfortunately, I don't have it. We were gonna try and do it, but the lighting was bad and everything was. We've got to have you've got to have these closed for the sound and everything. But we'll if we do some footage of the thing, we'll probably record it on Fast anyway, and then we'll be overall about it, and we'll have her live thing of it and stuff, and I'll go through the tracks with her. So we may do that next week, actually. So when she's well enough, though, because she's not very well at the minute. She's been she's coming to an hour with a very nasty cold. But hopefully next Tuesday. No, we can't do it next Tuesday because we're at rehearsals next week. But sometime probably Tuesday or Thursday, we'll try and get a day where just finish up the vocals. Maybe Thursday, maybe for this it might be easier. So, but promise, guys, yes, EPK footage will be coming out. I promise it will. But yeah, guys, sorry we couldn't record anything because we were just getting so into the studio. I was like, shit, I forgot to press the record button on the stream. Yeah. But we won't be live streaming it though. Just record it on camera. But probably not recording the fag breaks in the house. I don't smoke anyway. But yeah, no. Yeah, but that's something that we will be putting out for the last day, because there's only one more day to do, really. That's it. And then I'll be out. Favourite tracks on this? Well, the favourite productions I've done on this, actually. I have to say, Burn was a task. Burn was a hell of a task to do. That was that's a monumental 5-minute song. That was really, actually, that was in the spur of the moment. That was actually, bizarrely, how that came around. I basically wrote that actually after listening to the Wet song, Watch the Fire. That's where the bits came out of that song to do the beginning of it, and it sounds brilliant. And the guitars, when Andy did the guitars, and oh my god, I was impressed. I was like, bah, bah, da, 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 da. And we've just got great things to do. We've got still some bits left to do on Burn. Yeah, we really did so well on that one. Yeah, tonight was another one I really was impressed with tonight, actually. It didn't sound too coldy, it didn't sound fluey, it sounded perfect. Who wrote most of the lyrics? I did. Jade and me wrote Chains, because Chains sounds phenomenal. If you like, or Tep, well, check out Chains, because that was the one we wrote. We also started writing Bluesy Song, but Bluesy Song didn't make it. We didn't feel it was the right feel for this one. But tonight was really good. One take, she did one take. Sounded great. Didn't even one thing about it on that time. Just got to do some bits and pieces on the mixing when we sorted out anyway from that. But I wrote Burn. I wrote Red and Blue. I can't remember what else I wrote as well. Break Me was Burn, Red and Blue, Chains. Breakdown, which actually Breakdown is now getting sorted out. Breakdown's the original Getting Better I wrote. That was the very first one I ever wrote, actually, Getting Better. The very first one I ever wrote, that one. So me and Jade basically wrote it together. But Jade wanted to write parts for Chains, because I didn't have anything to Chains radio for, but she wrote the second part for it, and it was really good. And the writing was outstanding. She had this book, and she's got this little book she has, and wrote in all lyrics, nice handwriting as well. And she said, "Yeah, we'll write it together." And we started actually writing bluesy songs together as well. Fallen was another one that I'm proud of as well. Fallen was just so good to do. But actually, me and Jodie wrote that together at the time that when we just did when I finished Jodie's Dead Inside album, I went straight on to the second project for Jodie's album, the second album Jodie's going to do anyway, and basically that's now sitting there waiting to do. But that's where Fallen came from, and I tell you what, if you love songs that make you really upset and makes you really to a point of it, that's the best one I've loved so much when I did it. It's so good. Maybe do a bluesy album. I don't know. Well, actually, there is a song that I'm working on called. It's a French song, right? I don't know if who speak French on tracks, but this was come from a dream that I had apparently that night when I was lying in bed, and I went, I'm sure there's some melody in my head that's going around a bit. And I remember there was a jazzy, bluesy thing I was working on and stuff, and I was like, where the hell is this coming from? It's like, this is weird, this. But I was telling Jade about it, and I said, I've just got this idea to do a French thing, and like a thing, and like a jazzy thing, and Jodie loves jazz music. She loves it a bit. And I went, ooh, that sounds really good. It's called Vus Mocello. What a title there. Vus Mocello. And it sounds really good actually. But I haven't got any lyrics for it yet. But it's all French. It's just a French song. There's one. Right, some weird French lyrics in it. You know. It's just really, it sounds a bit like Rose McGowan from that film, that film that she made. The Grindhouse, Planet Terror. It sounds very similar to that. And I went, my God, I've got to get this demoed. And I demoed it on the day. I just came up with some daft music on it. But it's good. Bluesy album, I'd like to do that actually. We had a diversion from the AOR feel, which we're trying to stick with the same AOR gothic rock 80s thing, which we like to stick with bluesy. I don't know. Maybe. It may do a bluesy rock album. Maybe. That's not a bad idea actually. We'll have to see though. We'll have to see. But no, I'm very proud of this first release coming out, which is Jade's first ever album, and the first time she's ever been an artist, which is brilliant. And we've also got a promotional play on Spark FM as well, which is amazing. Me and Jade's got to go down there anyway. We've got to go to Spark FM and see them guys down there without drama happening. It's nice when I get to hear a song in English and then the same song in the language that at least I don't know what the song's about. Well, Vus Mocello is kind of like really just a daft song really for it. Maybe a Soul's Bluesy album would work. Yeah, I think that could be a good idea. That I actually Northern Soul. I like to get into Northern Soul music. Maybe. That's not a bad idea actually. That. Try and keep it in the same area though what we're doing though. Don't lose the feel of the audience, you know. But that would be a good idea. That. Maybe we could write something really very good. Yeah. Now I'm gonna think about that on Thursday. My mum's always been a fan of the sound of Northern Soul. Oh, lovely. Oh. Maybe we could do something along the lines of Ian Levine type things. Actually, there is I demoed a song many years ago called Further Down, not Rocking Down the Road, because obviously Jay can't sing that because it's too high. But there's a song that I demoed many years ago called Further Down the Road. It's not my song, it's an Ian Levine song. Actually, here's an idea, because I know that Turn My Back and Walking Away is kind of Northern Soul really for it, which is really good. I think if Jade does have the courage to sing Turn My Back and Walking Away in a key we can do it in, I think that would be great to do. I mean, I've got a lot of ideas, but let's get the Gothic album done first. Because the Gothic one was, yeah, the Gothic album's the one we're going to start doing. Well, we're going to probably start doing that on Thursday, actually, after Tuesday, because we've got Tuesday, we're pretty busy on Tuesday with rehearsals up at the Castletown Community Centre. And it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Finally get to work on stage presence, which is really good indeed. Well, about probably 5 people coming up on that day. Hopefully, if it works out alright. Let's see how it goes. That's cool. Northern Soul. I love Northern Soul. I love classical music as well. Classical music. I'm a huge fan of classical music. Everybody keeps thinking I'm like a metal rock guy. I am, but classical music is what I really love. I love the Amadeus soundtrack. I just love it so much. That is music you can just listen to on your phone, and you can just listen to the Amadeus soundtrack. And if you've ever seen the film of it, incredible film. It's really good. Any more questions, guys? Seems only Johnny and Jade's only basically asking questions today, because I have no other questions to answer. As for the movie, anyway, me and Jade, we were talking about the movie, the Queen movie. I am kind of excited to see it, but it will be. Sure. Do you think Jade's album will be out in 2 weeks' time? I hope so. I have to wait until. Well, I've got to wait till one thing comes back, and if it does come back, which Jade has been begging me to try and sort out. If No One But You comes back saying we can do it and we can put it on it, that would be great. But at this very minute, it could be. We're hoping it's going to be out by the 25th. We hope so. If it's out by the 25th, we'll be fine. But at this very minute, I don't know what's happening with No One But You yet. We've got to wait till No One But You gets finalised first with the guys over at Sony. And if Sony says yes, then that'd be great. Hopefully, should be. Yeah. There's also another song that from the Northern Soul years. I'm Living My Own Life. And I'm really thinking about bloody covering that song. Again, it's another song that's not copyrighted either. Can use whatever you want with it. I know it's Ian Levine's song, but I don't know. I know he owns the rights to most of the songs he wrote anyway. But hopefully, that's cool. But the only thing about that song, that I'm Living My Own Life, it has got some weird chords in it. It's got some bloody unusual chords. I can't even figure out what they are. Because it starts off with, it starts off being like kind of really soul-y. Then it goes into this weird upstages and weird around there. I don't know what he does on the keyboards. Well, Factory Trends plays the keyboards fantastic on the piano, but I can't figure out any chords. It's so bizarre. Yeah, I'm gonna have a think about that actually. Yes, but it definitely will be out in 2 weeks' time. I promise you. Promise you guys. Hopefully it should be out 2 weeks' time. Because by the time we get the album out, we'll get the video shoot done. Then by the time we get the video shoot done, footage back here. Then the day the Jade's free on Thursday, we'll come here and edit the video all together. And then we'll just say, put that part in, do this, and she's also going to be sitting in this chair on the studio to produce a track, which I'm going to help her out with, because she's producing this Gothic album, and it looks good. We also did an intro as well for this, and I sent her a copy of it to her, and she absolutely freaked out so much. It's scary as hell on it. That's something we're going to look forward to when we do it anyway. But there is just a lot of material that we've got sitting there now on the hard drive, and all I've got to do now is basically record more. We've got to do more, and I've got to do more writing as well, which is cool. And I'm really excited to work with these guys over the next year or so. because it's going to be great. It's going to be hard work, but it's going to be absolutely brilliant. So look out for 3 videos coming out this year. It's going to be really fantastic, especially when we're going to Durham. Oh my God, it's going to be great. I think we're going to Durham on. Actually, we're going to have to go. Oh, I keep forgetting where we're going now. We're supposed to be going to Durham on Thursday, I think. Oh yes, we have to. Oh yes, we have to go on Thursday. Oh no. Oh well, we'll have to see. Because we've got to do location scouting, you see, before we even go there. So probably me and Jed will probably go down there with if Jodie's feeling up to it as well. We'll see. Who does most of the instruments on the album? Guitar and drums. Right. Andy does all the guitar in a different studio in Prudhoe. He does also do drums on the PC, but he showed me some program that he used. I did mostly all the drums using Drumbit, which is a free app to use, which is a brilliant app to get on if you use that for great. I did the drum parts on. I did the programming drums on Drumbit. I also used this keyboard down here for all the drums that I did on the album, and the Yamaha keyboard is fantastic. I also did the bass parts on the Yamaha. I did some guitar work on the Yamaha. Everything was done on this bloody keyboard because it is the best keyboard I've ever used. And all the sample sounds were taken off various parts. Break Me, the very beginning of Break Me, I used the original vinyl of it because I wanted to put it on. There was an instrumental version of Break Me, the original instrumental version of Break Me, which I did have on vinyl. I do have it on vinyl actually, and the original instrumental sounds really good, but it's been edited to hell. It's been chopped so much on that track, really bad. But I play most of the instruments. I play the keyboard anyway. I do the arrangements, the drumming, the vocal arrangements done by Jade and me, and we wrote 7 originals. Pretty good for a first one. And yeah, and I did a whole lot really. It's just but yeah, well, guitar parts done by Andy at Prudhoe in his studio at Apollo Recording, and that guy is a phenomenal. He's the best guitarist I've ever worked with. Just he worked on the Red and Blue. He worked on Tightrope. He worked on Burn. He put a lot of time to do Burn. He did. He put in so many bloody hours to do Burn. It was incredible what he did. He did a solo part. He's just a phenomenal person. Andy Mack is just brilliant. But Andy did all the guitar work on the album, and he sent me back the versions, and he said, "Wow, this is how I wanted to have the sound." Tonight the guitar tonight is a little bit quiet, but I tried to enhance the guitar on it, but we're just using them. But what we do is I start out originally with the keyboards first to get an idea to do the piano parts, and then like I was telling Jay this on last Thursday. I said to her that because she says when I think of a melody, I think of like what comes out. It's just anything comes out. Like the Red and Blue, that was just done like really as an idea. It was just basically you messing around the keyboard, but it turned into something else. And I went, I'm searching for that Journey sort of sound for it, and because I had all this in my head. I actually when I was walking with Devon, I had this app on my phone. I have this app on my phone called Music Audio Recorder, and it's absolutely fantastic. And I was recording Red and Blue on there, and I had the whole idea of doing this sort of montage. It was when I was walking down that road, and I went, ooh, driving down the road again sounds another possibility. And driving down the road again, I'm proud of that one as well. I can't wait to get that out. It's so good. But I do most of the production myself, really, for it. I use Magic Studio 12. I've used that program for over about many years. I've used that program. It's a phenomenal program to use. It's one of the best tools that Magic ever invented. There was a new one that was the last one that ever came out was Music Studio 14. That's the upgrade to this one, and you can actually export it to FLAC files and also ACC format as well. But they abolished. But obviously, they've got on here, right? I can't believe that this tool still exists. Real Player. Well, Real Player is gone. Real Player is dead. Who the hell uses Real Player these days? I mean, Jesus, that was like we're talking old school here. So Real Player was another export tool, but I'm trying to figure out on the program how to actually put in a new code to put FLAC files and MP3 files in a higher conversion. I think I might have to do a batch file for it actually, because there's some way you can do a batch file and create an MP3 tag on it. But I've got to look into that anyway. I've got to look into find out how I can upgrade the system to FLAC files if it works, because that is a great program to use that. And it only costs like 20 quid to buy. I used to use Real Player. Now I'm on JRiver for media player. JRiver is pretty good. I think that's the video flow driver or something. Flow driver is pretty good as well actually for it is. It's very good. But Real Player is terrible. It's the worst player I've ever used. And now I'm thinking about abolishing Winamp altogether now, because Winamp is just well, every time you want to play an MP3 file, it takes like 5 seconds for Winamp to open up, and I'm thinking, no, open now. So I don't know why it's taking ages to load and everything. Maybe it's because it's got all the stuff to fill it with. But when I even started using MCP Player, I realised you can actually load in your playlists, but you can't load your albums in, and that's the only shit you can't use in it. But MCP Player is pretty good, which is Media Classic Player. But Windows Media Player, I never use that anymore. I hate it. That's the worst I've ever used. Terrible. Winamp is the best one though. But Winamp I've got on my phone, which I'm using for music, but I don't like the PC version now. It just sucks bad. I really want to get that new version they brought out of it, but the old version, the last version they brought out was 5.666, and unfortunately that version crashes your computer. It doesn't even work, because I don't know what was going on at the time when Winamp didn't upload it. But I used 5.623, that was the last version, that was the best version they ever brought out. But the 5.666 player does not work at all. There's been some bug issues with it, or something happened to it anyway. But you can fix it anyway. You can get the bug fixes, no problem at all with it. It's just a nightmare to use. But Windows Media Player, I never use it anymore. I can't stand it. It's the worst player ever invented. Because it imports all your media, but after that it has to stream everything. It's got to find it, and no, because internet usage is really bad. The stream's pretty good today. The stream has not cropped out, which is some bizarre reason. I think it's I think my broadband had some issues a couple of weeks ago, and I was figuring out what was going on with the dropage system. Apparently, it was OBS. OBS had been messing around with my settings apparently, and the settings were bad. But the stream's gone pretty well today, which is pretty good. JRiver looks like Real Player, supports almost all standard video files. I'll tell you what else is on that Magic program. They use Ogg Vorbis. They still use that to this day. I can't believe they still use that Ogg Vorbis. I've never used the program before, but apparently it's a higher codec than using MP3 files. Now, obviously, when we master the album next Thursday, hopefully, well, I don't know if next Thursday's. I'm not sure we're doing next Thursday. I'm sure we are going to Durham next Thursday. I'm sure we are. But I know for a fact that Ogg Vorbis is a higher codec for it. But I don't like Ogg Vorbis because it doesn't support all files. But whoever the hell uses Media Player, I do not know why. But I like using MP3. Highest codec on MP3 is probably 320 kilobits per second per bit rate. When you master the album, it goes to WAV format, and it's mastered really good. My EQs are great on that song. So, and then you've got to put them on the multi-tracks, and then you've got to enhance the multi-tracks more. When we started recording them basically with the MP3 files on the studio, and we basically recorded the tracks underneath the vocal tracks. So we basically were making sure that they were syncing up pretty well with the track itself. And once you do that, you save that file. Then you take off your vocals, one by one. Don't take all of them off. Take all the vocals off. Put them into the main multi tracks. Then EQ to how it sounds, and then do it from there. Because we're not going to be. We've only been exporting them for Jade's album. We've been exported all the MP3s to her album anyway, and they sound good as well. Well, one thing I've got to tell you about the very beginning of that video, by the way, the ST Entertainment logo when it comes on. I don't know what was going on yesterday with the sound on that, but it sounded like crap. The introduction music on it, I was playing it back. I played it back on the video. I don't know whether it was the encoding system or what was going on, but when I played this morning on the video in the main program, it sounded perfect. Well, it sounded like crap when I played it on there. I was like, what is going on here? And I only encoded MP320, so I don't know what was going on with the sound on that. It sounded like, what's that? Was this horrible hissy sound like here? It's like, Jesus, it's really, really bad. Right, what time is it now? 4:45, 4:45. Yeah, we got to get out of here, guys. It's not a long stream today, guys, because we got to go get some tea now because I'm starving and some dinner. We'll be here for another 10 minutes, and then we'll wrap things up, and then we will tell you what's happening next week. Because we've got some news to tell you about next week. Oh, by the way, yes, we are finally got. This room is nearly ready. We have been moving things around. One thing's gone from here. Record player is now in the little room now, so that's disappeared. We've been basically getting this ready for the new desk coming in, which we are finally getting ordered. Which we're getting 2 desks in here. And well, then the studio's going to be over here now, so all this thing under here that's getting so hot underneath, we're going to move it over to a cooler room for it, and that's going to be good. So we're going to be on a lot of maintenance moving next week. But yeah, I've seen a couple of desks I have fancy getting, but one desk I don't recommend on eBay. Cost £35. Good structure for us, but it would warp. It wouldn't even take that weight of that anyway because it's so heavy. But at the very minute, we'll basically just be getting everything sorted out for the room anyway, and it looks really good. Let me just take Devon off camera. Yeah, I've got to take Devon off camera because she kind of doesn't like it when she goes in camera. She barks at herself. But she's actually dead asleep. My God, dead inside is. And here we go. Yeah. If you guys got no more questions, I'll wrap it up and tell you what's happening on the next live stream. Hopefully next Saturday, whenever we get things sorted out. Next Saturday, we will be back with you guys for a live stream. Hopefully, as people have requested for me to do back behind the scenes of the recordings, I will do it. I will do it for you guys, and you'll hear it on camera. You'll hear it through the microphone as well. We will do the last day when we record, obviously, and we'll also see how that goes. And yeah, so next week, hopefully next week, guys, we will have Jade for a Q&A session next week. I'm looking forward to that, actually. I'm looking forward to that. So you can see it in the flesh and go, hey, you were a good star, everything. You know, you're amazing. Yes. Then hopefully by that time, it should be out by the next week, the week after, I should say. So we're not really trying to get it out too much. We're trying our very best to just get it released when we can. At this very minute, we just kind of had a glitch. As I said, we have to wait. And as soon as we get the email back from Thingy, the better chances we can get this out and go, right, that's it, on. And we'll just see how it goes anyway from there. So we'll see. If you guys got no more questions, I'm going to go anyway. But thanks so much for tuning in. Sorry it's been a short stream today. Oh yeah, one other piece of information to tell you is that Mark is nearly coming in about another fortnight. Actually, he's coming at the end of the month. So that's actually not far away, actually. He's actually going to be here on the 30th of June. He won't be here on the 30th of June, but he'll be here on the 7th of June after the next planned thing we're starting to do anyway from it. And then we're just basically working our asses off for the next month. So we've got a lot of stuff to sort out. Because like I said, we've got rehearsals next week on Tuesday, which we've just got sorted out very nicely and very kindly by some people who are new so well, and a lot of things happen next week, so we're pretty busy. Is Jodie going on the album? Sorry, what is Jodie on the album, or what's going on with Jodie? Jodie is going to be doing the Falling track. Her album is still scheduled to be out. At this very minute, we're just trying to. We're not really in a rush to get that out at the minute and do recordings, but we just taking our time with it. But we are still releasing Dead Inside. We're just waiting for the back sleeve to be done for the album, and then basically she will be coming in, do the album, and that's it. And then Jodie will be sorted. I'm also duetting on one track called Sudden Change of Heart, which I kind of really want to get out. But apart from that, yeah, things are just a little. Things are just busy for at the minute. I'm just going to quickly say that yeah, Dead Inside's still scheduled. Don't worry, it's still on. And she's back. But as I understand, she's just busy. It's just busy for at the minute. So, but we promise it'll be out, guys. And Jade's supporting her as well, which is wonderful. So, but like I said, we'll just let you guys know what happens anyway with that, which is fine. Right, I'm going to go then, guys, because I am really good with some food. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Sorry about today. I'm sorry they weren't here today, but never mind. Jade was here anyway, giving us the things. Thanks to Jade. Thank you very much to Jodie. Thanks everybody for tuning in. If you guys have any more questions, replay the stream. If you want to leave comments on the page, please do. If Michael is watching this, by the way, Michael, can you let me know what's happening with the back sleeve for Dead Inside? Looking at the ideas, send it on to Jodie and see what's happening with that. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there for now. Thanks for tuning in. See you next Saturday with hopefully next Saturday with Jade. Should be next Saturday. She should be here next Saturday anyway. Right guys, have a good weekend. Have a great week. And look out next week for some footage of the studio work next week, because we will be doing it live. See you then, guys. Have a great week. Until then, I'm out of here. Why is this not going off for? It's not going off. It's going off. See you next week, guys. Bye.